Good evening, everyone. This is Shahrazad from Takween Accelerator. Thanks for joining our Instagram marketing webinar organized by Takween Accelerator in partnership with the American Corner in Iraq. Our session will be around 60 minutes. It's going to be live streamed on our Facebook page and recorded and uploaded to our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the Q&A or chat box, and I will be more than happy to answer them by the end of this session. I would like to briefly introduce Takween Accelerator. Takween is a project of Yanhad, an initiative to promote civic engagement and entrepreneurship for youth in Iraq. It is financed by the European Union and the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs, implemented by Expertise France, and hosted at the American University of Iraq, Sulaimani. We are offering a series of 4 digital marketing webinars designed to ensure that you are executing the very best strategies across the right digital channels in your business. This is our second session. This is our second session. It's going to be about Instagram marketing. And on November 29, we will have a session about content marketing. Now, the last session will be announced soon. We will share with you a poll tonight, and we would like you to vote for the topic that you would like us to cover in the last session of the series. All these sessions are happening at 7 p.m. Iraq time. And by the way, you can earn a certificate of attendance for every session. This is our agenda for tonight. We will talk about how to set up an Instagram business profile. We will as well take you through the 5 steps to create a winning campaign or strategy. And we will show you some great ways to promote your business on Instagram. And finally, we will share with you some Instagram best practices. To start with, how to set up an Instagram business profile. In order to create a business account, you first need to have a personal account. Then you go to your personal account and tap on settings. Then switch to professional account like the picture in step 1. Next, step 2, you need to choose what best describes you. In your case, choose business unless it makes sense for you to choose creator. Step number 3 is to connect your Instagram and Facebook business accounts. And I would highly recommend that you do this step and connect both of your accounts. Finally, select your business category and add all the relevant details. Now, anytime you want, you can switch back this account to personal or creator. To have a successful Instagram profile, you should choose a username that is simple, recognizable, and easy to find. Use an Instagram profile picture that is simple, clear, and relevant to your brand. And of course, preferably, it should be your company's logo. You should as well write an informative biography about your business. And here is the thing. Your Instagram bio should be about what you can do for your customers. In this field, you can share your products and offerings, your unique value proposition, and you can as well include some hashtags, tags, and emojis. Include a call to action in the website link. This could be your website or other links. Now, in the upcoming slide, I will show you some call to action suggestions. Finally, you should include highlights from your stories. This is like a story archive. And it's unlike regular Instagram stories that disappear after 24 hours. Instagram stories highlights can stay permanently on your profile. Here are some call to action suggestions. You can promote a current sale or an upcoming discount. You can send people to a landing page. You can inform them about a new product launch. You can send followers to your best-selling products, link to a popular blog post, get followers involved with a competition or a giveaway. You can direct people to a video or a podcast. And you can offer a free sample or demonstration of your product. Now, as you can see here on the right side of the screen, you should enter the links in the website field of your page settings. Once your profile is optimized, start posting. It's a good idea to populate your feed with 10 to 15 high quality posts before you really start engaging people. Now, if users visit your profile and find it empty, they probably won't follow you. So here are some tips of what you can do to grow your Instagram profile follower base. You can start following accounts that interest you and relate to your business. Those who are interested in your products or services will follow you back. After you follow an account, interact with their content. This is the most natural way to draw attention to your own Instagram account without being spammy. And this as well could prompt them to check out your account and start following you. You can encourage others to share your content, like family, friends, employees. You can promote your Instagram business account on other channels that you own. Now, if you have, for example, a Facebook channel, you can make or share a post to inform people and ask them to follow you on Instagram channel. Now, as you have seen, all what I have mentioned fall under something called organic or free. Those strategies are free. You don't pay anything to do this. Now, if you have a budget, you can grow your fan base with Instagram advertising. And this is what we call paid reach. Let's move on to talk about our second topic for today, how to create a winning campaign. Your first step to a winning Instagram campaign or strategy is to set your goals. Setting goals is very important for any strategy, and for your goals to be effective, they must be smart. And when we say smart, we mean specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Now, specific means that you should be clear and specific so your goals are easier to achieve. Measurable goals can be tracked, allowing you to see your progress. Attainable, you need to ask yourself, are you able to achieve them? They should be relevant or realistic to avoid stress and frustration. Time-bound, you should set a date as it helps you stay focused and motivated. And here is an example of a SMART goal. Grow my Instagram followers by 2,000 by the end of December 2021. The second step is to define your target audience. You should identify your buyer persona, and your buyer persona is a detailed description of someone who represents your target audience, or in other words, we can say it is a fictional representation of your ideal customer. You should as well identify your target market. And a target market is a segment of potential customers who are more likely to buy a product or service from you. Now, why is it important to define your target audience? Because knowing who your audience is and what they really want to see on social media is key. That way, you can create content that they will like, comment on, and share. So get to know your fans, followers, and customers' wants and needs, and you will know how to target and engage them. The third step is to share high-quality content. You can share stories as they have significant impact on your reach and engagement. And links to your website can also be added to these stories. You can as well share content created by your audience. You can share IGTV and Reels. These are video sharing options, and the maximum length for an IGTV video can be 15 minutes when uploaded from a mobile device, and it could be up to 60 minutes when uploaded from your desktop. Now think of IGTV as the Instagram's version of YouTube. Reels are short form videos up to 60 seconds, and they have a high reach and engagement. And think about Reels as if they are the Instagram's version of TikTok. Step number 4 is to grow and engage your audience. How can you do that? You should respond to comments and mentions so users feel motivated to keep engaging with your brand. You can promote on other channels, as we have mentioned. Make sure you tell your followers on other social media networks about your Instagram business account. And make sure that you include your Instagram icon or a link to your Instagram page in your email signature. And don't forget about print materials like business cards, flyers, and event signages. Finally, you can use ads to target new people to follow your page. The final step is to analyze and measure performance and adjust accordingly. As you start to implement your plan and track your results, you may find that some strategies do not work as well as you anticipated, while others are working even better than expected. So always look at data to analyze, and you can do this through the analytics or insights tabs in your social media pages. And specifically here, we're talking about Instagram. In Instagram Insights tab, you can search for data about your audience, your posts, your stories, your reels, your videos, and your life. So always, and keep this as a tip. Focus on what is working and stop what is not working, as you cannot afford to waste your time and your resources. And I have a recommendation, and I would highly recommend that you go to Google and search for something called data-driven organizations. I would like you to see how important data is nowadays to drive companies' success. So organizations now are customer-centric and data-driven. To wrap up, the steps to create a winning strategy or campaign on Instagram. First, you need to set your SMART goals. Then you need to define your target audience. Then create and share high quality content. Grow and engage your audience. And finally, measure success, and adjust. How to promote your business on Instagram. Once you establish a dedicated follower base, you can start converting those followers into paying customers. And here are some strategies to promote your business on Instagram. You can share promotions like deals or discounts or other offerings. This is a great way to drive sales, and make sure to mention a deadline to create a sense of urgency. You can as well have contests or run contests that require someone to follow your account or, for example, post about your company to enter a competition. Teasers, you can show your audience glimpses of new products before they are available, and the purpose from this is to build excitement. You can consider live launches for your new products or services, and you can do this using Instagram Live. You can drive people to purchase by including a purchase link in your bio. Finally, and I have mentioned this before, be sure to promote your Instagram on other channels. Some Instagram best practices: partner up with influencers. Influencers on Instagram are usually thought leaders within your industry who can show off your products or services to their audience. And by connecting with them, the trust their audience has in them will translate to trust in your brand. Influencers can provide great returns. So what I would advise is that you focus on the thought leaders in your industry, and you can as well find some influencers like celebrities, bloggers, or activists. So it depends on your business, but be careful who you choose, because this is very important, and sometimes choosing wrong people to be influencers, maybe they don't match your brand or they don't match what you are doing, might be very damaging for your brand's reputation. Increase engagement with geotags. Now, by adding a geotag to your photo, you are essentially pinning your location to that photo. And technically speaking, adding a geotag to your photo or video can increase your visibility because your tagged post will live in the tagged location. When other Instagram users search for the same geotag or click on this geotag in another photo, your post will possibly be found. Geotagging on Instagram is extremely easy. Simply tap add location when you do a new post. Okay, when you create a new post, just add the location that you are in. Turn stories into highlights. We have mentioned this one as one of the keys for a successful business profile on Instagram. It would be nice if you categorize them with your products or services if you have more than one product or service. So what you need to do is you need to go to your business profile, tap on the plus sign up on the right corner of your screen, and you can see add highlights. Filtering comments. You can hide comments that contain any words or phrases that you type above from your posts. Enable notifications to maintain activity. This is very important. Make sure that you or your team are able to respond to your audience at a moment's notice by enabling Instagram notifications. Now, to enable them, you need to go to Options and tap on Push Notifications and choose the likes, the comments and likes. Choose the options from everyone. Finally, use A/B testing to learn what works. This is one of the best ways to improve your results. You should test between two different types of content to see how they perform. So what are the steps to do an A/B testing? First, choose an element to test. Is it your image, your text, your hashtags, or your call to actions? Create two variations. Keep the two versions the same, except for the one element you want to change. Sorry, there is change missing here. Track and analyze the results of each post. Choose the winning variation, and finally, share what you learn throughout your company to build a library of best practices for your brand. And that was it for our session today, but we still have the poll and a quick reminder of our programs, of Takween Accelerator programs. We have the Female Founder Showcase program. If you are a female entrepreneur and would like to participate in a 4-week intensive training and showcase your businesses to investors and partners, apply to our Female Founder Showcase program. The program starts on January 9, but applications are now open. We have as well the Business Registration Program. This program is for businesses who have revenue and a high potential for growth and increased employment, and they need help with getting their business registered. The first priority will be for tech-enabled businesses, those who are delivering products or services built with technology. You can find more details about our application when the program is announced on our social media in the coming days. We will accept businesses from all across the Kurdistan region and Iraq, and we will support English, Kurdish, and Arabic. So applications will be open in the coming days. And time to share with you our poll and ask you, what session would you prefer to have on our last, or what topic would you prefer to have on our last session? Okay, so what topic would you like us to cover in our 4th session? Is it email and newsletter foundations, or branding and online reputation management? Okay, thank you everyone for taking the time to vote, and I am more than happy to answer your questions. please type them in the Q&A box or the chat box.
Could you please share a little bit about what you meant when you said to promote your Instagram page on your other platforms?
Oh, yes, sure. That is to tell people and invite them, like, for example, if they have a LinkedIn page for their business or a Facebook page for their business, they can share a post informing people that they have an Instagram business page and asking them to follow them. To follow them on the Instagram page. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, thank you. And we have a question. Can you give us some tips for paid promotion?
Yes. It's very important that you should know paid promotion. There is 3 different categories for the customer funnel. There is something what we call social media customer funnel, and it consists of 3 main categories. It's the awareness, the consideration, and the conversion. So this is where your potential customer, this is the funnel that your potential customer go through in order to convert into a paying customer. So what I would recommend is that you should know where your customer is or your potential customer is. For example, if you want people to know about your products and services, or if you want people to be aware about the problems that they are facing, and you are, or your products or services are the solution for these problems, then you should go for ads or awareness ads. When your potential customers or your followers know about you and it's time and you want them to consider you as an option, they are in the consideration stage. This is where people are considering you and they are as well considering other options, and those other options are your competitors. Here, your ads should be focused on your unique value proposition and how are you different from your competitors. You need to convince those people that you provide more values and you are different. Now, after this, you move your potential customers into the conversion stage, and this is where you want them to convert. So if you think that your potential customers is at the conversion state, now you should post ads that has call to action and drive those people to take action. And those actions can be, they can, like, for example, fill a form, they can go to your website and do a purchase, or maybe subscribe to your newsletter, and you can start retargeting them later on. So this is my advice. You need to know at which stage your potential customer is, and every stage has different types of advertising. And one more thing, you need to know your target audience very well, and you need to know what are their pains, their problems, their frustrations, their motivations, their behavior, their purchasing behavior, for example, their goals, so you can know how to target them.
Thank you very much. We have another question. One of the attendees is saying when they post a link on Facebook page, like when they put the YouTube channel link on Facebook, the post engagement is not going well or the reach is very low. Can you give them some tips on how to improve that?
Yeah. Okay. Now, this is normal. Now, I would highly advise that you don't post a link and you put the video there. Okay, this is normal. You can boost the post if you want to pay. You can boost it to get more people to like it or to reach more people. But I would highly advise that you share the video directly on Facebook and try it. You will see that it will get more engagement and reach.
Thank you. We have another question. What's the enough budget for sponsoring an account for 3 months to be seen by all your target customers in a city like Suleimani, if you're just focusing on Suleimani?
Oh, it depends how many people you want to target. So the more people you want to target, the more you have to pay.
So what's an average, say, that would be if somebody is trying to target all 20 and 30-year-olds in a town of Suleimani of 1 million people who like to do online shopping? Maybe for $100 a month?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Now, personally, I'm an entrepreneur and a business owner. Actually, for my marketing activities, usually I spend like 30% of my revenues on marketing, and I spend a lot on social media. $100 is good, yes. So you can start with $100, and if you see that you are getting a good return on investment, you should increase the amount.
And it also goes back to what we've talked about before about making sure that they set up the demographics of who they're trying to reach, so they're not spending the money reaching the wrong people.
Exactly. That's why we keep on stressing you need to know who your target audience is. Yes. You need to know their demographics, their age, their gender, their location, and everything that you see, the characteristics that you see, you need to know in order to target them.
So that when you're creating the ad, you're actually targeting directly to them, so you don't get everybody else in there.
Yes.
Yep. What were the results of the poll?
I think branding and online reputation.
87% branding.
Okay, so we'll be doing branding and logos for session 4. So tell us about session 3 that's happening next Monday.
Yes, it's going to be about content marketing, and we're going to talk about the customer journey that is starting from awareness, consideration, decision, retention, and advocacy. What to post at every stage of your customer's journey. It's going to be a very interesting and very important session. So it's about content. And content is king. It's everything in social media.
Okay, great. Do we have any other questions at all before we close?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed it and learned from this session, and hope to see you in our upcoming 2 sessions, the content marketing and branding and online reputation management. So have a good evening, everyone.